Hey man, what's up? My name is Ace on the track. Today you're listening to the Bace where we talk about life, music, business, and everything in between. Today I got Young Travs with me. What's up, Travs?
What's going on?
You good?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm blessed. So I bet a lot of people are asking this because I was asking you myself before, but what does the YNG stand for in your name? Does it stand for young?
Like, it started off a little different, you know what I mean? Honestly, like, I wanted to stand out, like, from the beginning. So, like,
Yeah.
YNG at first was just a different way of saying young, but we just didn't want to write young because everyone was kind of doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And then, like, when I started to turn it more into a business, like, recently, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when I turned it into Young and Gifted. And that's, like, sort of like a team-based thing. That's for more of my people, you know what I mean? That's for everybody to kind of build off of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. And how did you get started into this music shit? How old were you when you started rapping or singing or whatever?
Like I always liked music. My dad was into music, you know what I mean? So I kind of I
Okay,
kind
that's
of was
cool.
always around it. But like when I was in high school, I guess near the end of it, that's when I started like making my own music. I was writing music with some other boys of mine.
At the end of high school, you said?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
my last year of high school, you know what I mean, right before going into college. And
Okay.
that's when I started releasing my music. Like I dropped one song with some other people and we kind of got a little hype around the school and
Okay.
then the more music I dropped and I kept being consistent and my music kept getting better and I was like one of the first kids in like my area to drop music on Apple Music and Spotify so
And
that
they're like,
everybody's
how did you
like,
do that and shit,
holy
right?
shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like
Yeah.
a bigger thing than it was and my whole mentality was just keep doing it and just do it better every time I'm doing it. And
It's a
then
good mentality.
yeah, so as I kept doing that, I started gaining more attention around my area, and then it grew to like kind of all the other schools that like my age was, you know what I mean? And then it started
Yeah.
getting a bit more to like the people they knew, their older friends, their older brothers, their older sisters, and then their friends, and then my network kind of sort of grew, and then
Yeah.
my fan base grew, and not even just my fan base, but my name was getting a little out there, and the YNG stuck, and that's when I realized like there's more potential behind these three letters than just like young.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Because
Because you're not
everybody
gonna be young
kept
forever, right? So
exactly, and
yeah.
everybody's gonna keep remembering the YNG no matter what, because that's just those three things that I kind of stick in everybody's face the most. That's what my branding is. You know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of branding out.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any merch?
we've been doing merch, like one pieces just to kind of
Okay.
get the eyes out, but I don't want to speak too much about that. But it's all it's all
So
it's
you've already
all in line.
released one pieces?
Like I released merch for a little bit
Okay.
when I was in end of high school. Like when I started dropping music, I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna drop merch right away.
Yeah. So people are
Like
like,
I
yo,
wanted to
how is he
brand
getting on
myself.
Apple? How is he doing merch? Like, how is he
Yeah,
doing all
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit?
So it was like much bigger than it really was. Like
Yeah.
now that I look at it, it's like it's not really that much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But like at the time, like everybody's like, no one's doing this. You know what I mean? So he's definitely a step on top. And then I kind of pushed with that. I pushed with that, and then I started forming my team a bit better. And I realized that you can't just do it yourself. Like you can't. That's
100%. Yeah.
like that's what I have to state down is you can't do it by yourself. No matter how
You
much you want to, there's a point where you just can't handle the workload. You can't handle the pressure.
100%.
You can't handle the stress. You can't. No matter who you are, like anybody could tell you, like, yeah, I got this. I got this. I
Well,
got
at the
this.
end of the day, you're the artist, right? You're supposed to be
100%. You have the
creating
vision.
shit.
You
Yeah.
have the vision, and
You're
that's
not
not to
supposed to
say
be.
that anybody can take that vision and change it. You have that vision, but it's now it's your job as the
Yeah.
artist with that vision to kind of formulate your team. You're building your team around who can attribute to that vision, who has that same mentality and those same goals as you, and who wants to come to that end goal. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
common end goal that everybody's putting all of this work and all of this effort and this time and this meaning into. It's more than just make a song blow up, make money, get signed, don't
Yeah.
get
It's
signed.
way more than that.
It's more than that,
Yeah.
because what that doesn't last. That's probably half of it. Like it's good to have good music. That's probably a big factor. But besides that, you're a brand yourself, and now whether you choose to make a label represent you and represent that brand and formulate the brand to their likings, or you choose to formulate yourself as your own brand and you build your team around that brand and you guys change how you want to go based on what you want to do.
Yeah.
You're not kind of held back.
Your goal is to do that. Is just kind of be independent with your own team, and
100%.
yeah, keep all your masters and shit, keep all your money, right?
100%.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
But it's harder to just do. It's the hardest way to do it.
100%. But it's the more high risk, high reward thing, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, 100%. Because a lot of people are just gonna say, you know, yeah, I want to be independent. I want to be independent, and then somebody comes in, throws $1 million in their face. You know, they're sitting there freaking out because they never saw $1 million before.
Yeah.
You know, like what happens when the money's on the table? Like, are you gonna be the same person saying, yeah, I want to be independent? Are you?
A lot of people wouldn't.
A lot of people never saw $500,000 in their
Yeah.
face. You know what I mean? So people throw $500,000 on the table, they're gonna freak out. You know,
Exactly.
that's what a lot of people are misunderstanding about a lot of artists right now, and that's what people aren't really taking into account. Everybody's just thinking about the end goal, like, yeah, rich, successful, all my friends, all my team, everybody. If you need that money, you know what I mean. If you're working every single day, you have a job, 9 to 5, you're making your music. After that, you're going to the studio. All your check money that you're working for is going to your studio time. And somebody gives you an opportunity and throws money on the table, you know, whether it's $10,000 that you've never seen before, whether it's 500,000, whether it's 20,000, you know what I mean? It's still money that they never saw. So what are you doing in that position? What are you doing when, you know, your parents are late on the bills? That's where the real talk of I want to be independent that comes in. Are you gonna say fuck that? I'm worth more than that. I'm gonna take the extra 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 years of struggling for my vision because I want to be independent? Or are you gonna take the way that, you know, I need the money right now? And you know what? A lot of label deals work out good, and a lot of label deals work out bad. It's I look at labels like politics. It's just who's gonna fuck you the least. That's it. You know what I mean? You're getting
gonna
fucked.
Fuck you at one point.
Regardless, you're getting fucked. No matter who you vote for, no matter what you do, no matter who you sign with, you're getting fucked in a way because you're not getting 100% of what you worked for.
100%, right?
Regardless, right?
Yeah.
So it's just about who's fucking you the least.
Yep.
You want
I
to
never
sign?
looked at it that way, but it's 100% true.
It's like business, it's like politics. It's all in the same thing. It's just about connecting them in their own different lanes.
Yeah, they're all connected.
What happens when, you know, the money's on the table? At the end of the day, what are you doing this for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love music. Okay, so don't get paid from it. You're gonna feel the same way.
That's one thing. That's a tough conversation for a lot of people. If you don't get paid, are you still
Nobody's
gonna do it?
talking about this. You know?
Yo, that's
nobody's
facts,
talking
though.
about this shit. Everybody's just talking about the angle. Everybody's talking about when I make it.
Yeah.
What happens when these real big boy decisions come on the table? You know, when the money's on the table. That's what separates a lot of people from real and fake is money. Money and women, period. I'll tell you that right now. Pussy and money are the only two things that can change a person's decision, regardless.
Yeah, facts.
You can hate a person because of pussy, and you can hate a person because of money. Everything else is stupid.
Facts. I mean, that's the thing that the world revolves around, kind of, right? The world kind of revolves around money. Well, definitely revolves around money and women because shit, reproduction, you know. So I think that's definitely the two biggest things that it will come down to. Just because it's been like that for forever, probably.
It's crazy, man.
Ever since money was invented. So.
Those are the only two things that's been around the longest. You know, anything
maybe
that has
drugs
to do
too,
with
though.
money.
Maybe drugs.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean. You need money for drugs.
Facts.
Regardless of and that's regardless of the point that people will still take money over drugs any day of the week. Like, unless you're just, if anybody with a plan, at least anybody with a plan.
So far out.
If you reach the point where that's just that your life is revolved around just drugs, like that's a different story.
That's you.
But if you have a certain direction in your life and you have a certain goal with an outcome, and there's money or pussy presented on the table, that could alter your decision. That's it.
Hey, speaking about goals though, what's your short-term and long-term goals in this music game?
Okay.
Or anything that revolves around kind of your brand, you know? YNG.
I don't know, honestly. Like, I do know, but I don't know.
You don't know how to put it into words?
Because my goal can change tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at a certain point, long-term wise, like, it's hard to say, you know what I mean? There's no really telling where I want to take this. Like, there's not really an end goal to this. Like, I know that, you know, being a household name and my team and everybody and all the people that I've worked with and all the people I love, my family and everybody working around me, you know, getting to the point where, you know, there's no stress.
Yeah.
Life's good. Everything's worked out. Everything's there. I want to change people's lives.
I can tell you have a big entrepreneurial mindset, not just an artist mindset, but an entrepreneur mindset. You know, I feel like that's very heavy. Is that a fact?
Yeah, I don't want to work for no one.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll never work for no one anymore. I've done it.
I can't relate to anything more.
I've done it already. I've worked for people my whole life, and like now I'm at a point. You know, I've been around people and everybody around me, all my brothers, my team, like everybody's pushed me around that mindset where, you know, if I want something like, and I think I can go get it, like, why not just go get it? Why would I make someone else rich? Tell me, you know, why would I do everything that I could do to make myself rich, to make someone else rich?
I don't even fucking
ask yourself that base question. And that's not to say, like, you know, some people need a 9 to 5. Some people are in school.
Yeah.
Some people need a 9 to 5 just to, you know, to make money, to accumulate. And and that's their choice in life. And they want to do that.
Yeah.
And people want to be lawyers. They want to work for a law firm. And, you know, that's fine. And, you know, you get you live your life how you want to live your life. I chose to not want to work for anybody. I chose to want to focus on doing what I want to do, my goals, and you know, that common goal that I have with all the people around me and that are surrounded around this goal. Like everyone around me has the same mindset, you know, to keep chasing, to keep chasing. It'll never stop. Keep chasing. And that I find is so important because it keeps me consistent. You know, I never waste a day. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning every single day. You know, I don't go to school. I don't have a 9 to 5. I work on my goals. I work on getting successful on my ends of the day. I spend every hours of my day that I'm up attributing to my goals and getting successful in my territory and what I want to do. And I think that's what separates me and my team and everyone from a lot of what's happening around.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep to myself. That's why I'm never on Instagram. You know, I don't post on Instagram that much. I don't like it, you know?
Yeah, I was able to tell that. I was trying to go see, like, what's up with you, and I can't see anything but Baka.
No, like, I keep my releases there, my up-to-date releases on my Instagram, and, you know, should I start posting more? Probably. You know, that's probably the most important thing I should be focusing on is my social media.
I
but
get
honestly,
why you wouldn't fuck with it, though.
It's fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake. It's all fake. It's people are going to come see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are not going to like my pictures because they don't fuck with me. And then when they see me, it's different. You know, people are going to
assume shit,
show fake love on the internet. And then, you know, it's all fake. It's all people showing what they want you to see. It's never the real deal. And that's the problem I have with it is that I don't fuck with anything but the real deal. I need what's really happening. I want to see that. That's what I want to see. Because too many people are showing everything that they want you to see. And a lot of people, like, look around now. Like, look at the general public. A lot of people seeing everybody, you know, flashing money, flashing this, flashing that, living there, going on vacation here, going on vacation. You know, a lot of people feel like shit. You know, a lot of people that don't have it, you know, and it's fucked up to say, but not everybody makes crazy, like, not everybody's there, you know, and to see a lot of people do it, it's discouraging, but it's not normal, you know. It's okay to be 16 years old or 18 years old, 25 years old and not have $1 million in your bank account. It's so normal. It's so normal. But a lot of people just see that on social media. That's all they want you to see. So that's all they're thinking is the norm, and that's all people are generating, and that's all people are associating to what should be your norm. But it's not, and it fucks with a lot of people's minds, and that's why there's a lot of mental health. That's why there's a lot of problems around the world. It's so social media based. It doesn't even. It just. I gotta stay away from it. You know, I can't fuck with my mental health. I can't feel like I'm not putting enough work in because other people are getting it differently and showing it differently. I can't.
You won't stop comparing yourself to others, basically.
Nah, I can't. And I'm too competitive to say, and I show love. I'll always show love. I'll never hate on nobody, no matter how they're getting it. I'm so against that. Okay?
That's good.
So I'll always show love, but I'm competitive. And if I see you doing good, I'm gonna want to do good too. Because that's just how I am. And that's why I surround myself with a bunch of people that just keep feeding off the consistency and persistency and the effort. And, you know, it's like a big factory of workhorses. You know, everybody chasing that one goal. And when you have this close circle of workhorses pumping that one goal, I promise you, it's inevitable.
Oh, 100%. Yo, if you have even just yourself, I feel like as one person, you can accomplish really anything if you just do that shit every single day, you know? But when you have a team around you, it'll just be that much faster and that much better, you know?
100%. Yeah. And what a lot of artists don't understand, and I'm at fault of this too, when I first started, like, you think like you're the artist, your vision is that vision, that's the right way to go.
You can't be
Period.
wrong.
You can't be wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like, this engineer just told me this, it sounded bad. Are you crazy? Like, I'm the best fucking artist in the
Yeah,
world.
exactly.
Like, nah, you're wrong.
I see that a lot
You're
with the
wrong.
artists I work with as an engineer. Especially when they're starting out, they'll be very cocky. They'll think that everything they do is the right thing to do. Everything they say on their song needed to be said, and just sounds fire, which a lot of the case it's not. You know, like I can't even imagine how many songs you record that you don't put out just because you don't think it's good enough, or the people around you don't think it's good enough, right? Like me, there's so many clients I work with. They've recorded 100 songs, haven't put out one yet because they don't think it's perfect enough. Whereas others are just putting out every song they record because they're like, yeah, like it's fire. Everyone's gonna love it. I love it. Everyone else is gonna love it. You know. But it's not like that in reality. It's not like that at all. And when I first started rapping, that's what I was doing. I was just I was that guy. I was recording a song and just putting it out, you know, the same day because I thought it was
when
so
you
good.
start, like, it's okay.
You know?
You're finding your sound, though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna record a first song and 5 years down the line, if you're still making music, you're not gonna have that same sound.
Oh,
It's
100% no.
you
Yeah.
know? It's impossible.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, like, you should have quit 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, before you even started, because if there's no sign of improvement, and no matter what you're doing, regardless of music, it's what are you doing it for? You're gonna stay stagnant.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a plateau your whole life. First of all, it's boring.
It's boring.
And second of all, no one will want to.
What do you want to do the same? Why do you want to stay at the same level? You know,
Yeah.
how you gonna excel that?
Yeah.
But there is
exactly.
people who like to stay comfortable. You know, I know
That's
someone.
the worst. That's the worst thing you could ever be comfortable.
But maybe, you know, but a lot of people are happy like that. Like,
Yeah.
I have a person that's very close in my life. He's comfortable. You know, he's good. He's good where he's at. He doesn't want to go up. He doesn't want to go down. He's good where he's at. You know, his life's good. He has no problems, no stress. He wakes up every day. You know, he lives and he goes to bed, and the next day he lives. He goes to bed and he's happy. I can't blame him for it.
But you don't want to be there yourself, right?
I choose not to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you physically can't, right? Like mentally can't.
I can't let myself do it at the end of the day. Like, it got there once and it just never again. But like we were saying, like, a lot of artists, when you're first starting out, or when you're still finding your sound, whatever the case may be, even 3, 2, 4, or 5 years down the line, you could be wrong. You're not always right.
And that goes for anything, like you said, anything other than music or music. Everyone is always.
You could be wrong.
Everyone always
and
makes
it's okay
mistakes
to
and
be
shit.
wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But nobody likes to admit they're wrong for some reason. It crushes your ego.
Yeah.
But that's your learning
I don't like
opportunity
admitting when
right
I'm
there. 100%. Nobody does. But
wait, what'd you say before?
that's your learning opportunity.
Oh,
That's how I look at it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm wrong. Teach me the right way. And if you can't, you're wrong. If you can't tell me why I'm wrong,
Then you're wrong.
not that you're wrong, but, you know, then you know as much as me.
Yeah, you shouldn't be telling me I'm wrong, basically. Yeah.
That's it. If I like solutions. I'm a person who likes solutions, you know, and if there's a problem in my life, the first thing I do is find a solution for that problem. So if you're telling me that what I'm saying is wrong, or if I face a problem, if you can't give me the solution to that problem, don't call me out on it.
Yeah.
Let me deal with my problem and learn from it.
Facts. That's very true.
So, like, if I'm wrong, if an artist comes and says, no, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, you say, no, but, you know, I changed this, I changed that. No, it's good, I'm the best. And he drops it and it doesn't do as good. You know, that's his problem.
Well, it's all, like you said, it's also a learning opportunity.
It's a learning
Maybe he'll
opportunity.
realize, like, oh,
now
shit.
you realize, oh, shit, you know, maybe
Yeah.
I'll learn. Or if he listens, it's another learning opportunity because you
Yeah.
give him a solution. So it works both ways. Either way you learn, or either way you fail and you learn again.
You'll learn at one point.
It's just if you choose to actually, you know, apply it.
Yeah,
That's the problem people have, is they don't apply what the fuck they're learning.
exactly. But I wanted to ask you, speaking of like engineers and all this shit, how did you start working with your engineer, John Brown? Because I seen him on your Instagram, whatever. I seen like all your old songs on YouTube, engineered by DJ John Brown and shit. It's been a while that you've been working with him, right?
He's my guy. Like,
Yeah.
That's the fucking guy. Okay, my first time I ever went to Planet, I was like 16 years old.
How old are you now, by the way?
I'm 20.
Okay.
I just turned, well, not, I'm 20.
Okay. Yeah.
And so when I was 16, I got invited to a Planet session with like, was A1 Gento there and Jay Mali, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And there was some record label, K Talent. There was a management label, K Talent. There was Stallion there. There was a bunch of people there. And
Who'd you get invited by?
One of my friends at the time knew Stallion really well.
Okay.
And I was there with one of my friends. So we went there and You know, they were recording this and that. Those bitches there. You know?
And this, real quick, this was around the time like your end of high school era.
Yeah, like
Okay.
this is when like I first started college. So like end of
Okay.
high school, beginning of college. Like
So it's when you first started, basically.
yeah,
little bit after.
practically my second year in the
Okay.
rap scene ish.
Okay.
So like we went to the studio, his bitches, his bottles, these guys are recording and I'm just kinda sitting there, you know, I'm watching how the process went. And we were in the big room in Planet, so with the kitchen, the big studio in the wall, the big booth, the sliding
Okay.
doors. So I was like, holy shit, you know, like
I'm here.
this is the real deal.
Yeah.
Like this is where I gotta be. Like not like this is crazy, you know, and I'm watching everything happen and at the time like yeah, I'm like 16, 17 or something like that. Like I'm young.
Yeah.
Or was I 18? Fuck.
I mean, you said beginning of C-Ship, you're probably 17,
Yeah, I was
18, right?
17, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. My bad.
It's all good.
I was 17, 18 years old, and I'm like freaking out, you know? I'm like, wow, this is fucking sick. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to be in this. Like, at the time, I was recording like a bit everywhere, little studios, this and
Yeah.
that. And I saw the sound quality, I saw the production quality, I saw the engineer behind it. I was like, wow. And it wasn't John Brown.
Okay,
it wasn't
okay.
John Brown. So I'm like, I gotta come here. Like this I gotta come here. So
Yeah.
I go home that day. I'm freaking the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like
Probably drunk as fuck.
no, not even. Yo, I was such a shy kid. Like I was so shy and
You don't want to
I
embarrass
was very
yourself
to
either,
myself.
right?
Not even that. It's just you know I wanted to look. I just wanted to observe. I want to study. You know I
That's
wanted
good.
to
A lot
see.
of people would be quick to, in those situations, to just take advantage of the bitches and the drinks.
Nah. Yeah, 100%. I'm big on human nature. I like
Yeah.
to study people, and that
Yeah.
like it's weird to say that I'm not a fucking stalker or something like that. But like,
Yo.
I like to. I think it's important to understand how a person thinks and how a
100%.
person reacts and how all the reaction and their little things like
Yeah.
reflect what they're thinking and what they're either about to say or what they're gonna do in the future. And I'm a big believer in that. So when I go places like that and I'm in places that I knew I look, you know, and that's how I become, you know, smarter. That's how I become more aware of what's going on, and
For
I don't get
sure.
blindsided by anything. And
That's
that's
good.
why I like to observe in that case. And so when I went home and I took all of this in and I had everything I saw in that night and this and that, and I'm like, yo, like I gotta go there. Like that's my next step, and like I gotta go there. So at the time I was shooting with CB.
Shout out
So,
CB.
big shout out to CB. That's the go-to also.
Fireman.
So like I'm like I gotta start recording there. I gotta start fucking putting this on media that I'm going there. Like I gotta start pumping this out. You know people gotta start seeing that I'm going there and that I took that level up. Like I was saying, I was.
So you were
always
more
trying
on
to level
social
up.
media at this time, right?
100%. I
Yeah.
was younger.
Yeah.
You know, I believe I have to admit I gave into that bullshit. Like I gave into the fakeness. I gave into like
It's
not
not
to
really
say that
giving
I
in,
did
like-
fake shit, but like
Yeah.
to say that like I cared about what people thought. I cared. You know.
I'm not gonna lie though. In our type of industry, it doesn't have to be a necessity, but it almost is. Like if I was on
Definitely is,
Instagram,
bro.
I wouldn't have as many clients as I do.
No, it's definitely
You
a
kinda
necessity.
need to be
bro.
on
It's
Instagram, right?
definitely
So,
a
yeah.
necessity.
Yeah, it's like no shame in it, you know. Like
Nah,
it's
nah,
sometimes
no
it's
shaming
fake,
it at
sometimes
all.
it makes you fucking depressed, but some of us have to be in it because it just helps us. Like it helps our
yeah,
careers that much, you know.
But that's how my Instagram grew the way it was, because I was always on Instagram. I was
Exactly.
always posting. I was always posting shit. I was always
Yeah.
showing people that I was leveling up my quality, my music, my sound,
Yeah.
and
That's what
so
you have to
everybody
do.
was like, you know, okay, who's this fucking guy? And then like, recently I just cut it the fuck off.
That's okay though. Too.
You
That's
know,
also
like, people
okay.
aren't following me. It's chill. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't care about social media. Like I don't think followers reflect anything. I give a fuck
Definitely
about
not.
the real shit. Like who's in my life for real? Who attributes to my life for real? Like you know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die with my followers with me. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
they're not coming to my funeral.
Hey yo, think about
They-
it. Jesus only had 12 followers. You know.
Well, that's sick. That's true too. But that just goes to say, like,
Yeah.
you know, I give a fuck. Like you don't make me like Instagram doesn't make me rich. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people think that followers and clout and all that shit
it
makes
doesn't
you
make
rich.
That
It's
doesn't
the
make you money.
opposite, bro. Like
You know how many people have like thousands and thousands and thousands of followers and they just
They're
can't even
broke.
pay rent?
yeah,
You know?
I mean, you used to see that shit with
Shit's
Boot Gang,
crazy.
for example, or Supreme Patty. You know,
It's
like
crazy.
like
It's
you used
crazy.
to. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But
Then
yo,
that's
back,
when branding comes into place. But yeah.
I was just say back to what you were saying about getting CB to
Yeah,
saying
so
promote yourself and shit. But
one day I found a way to book a session. I got a card
Yeah.
at the front. I got the fucking number. I texted her or something like that. Then JB answered or something, and he's like, "You have a session here and there." I'm like, "Okay." I go to Planet. I go there with my team. I went there with Callum. Shout out to Callum.
Who's
CB
Callum?
pulled up. Callum's one of my partners in the team too.
Okay.
And he's been with me for a while.
Shout out Callum.
Shout out Callum. And CB was there and everything, and we went, and I walk in this room in the back, and it wasn't a big studio. It was like this.
So you were like, what the
This
fuck,
like
right?
smaller studio. I'm like, but it was still fucking sick. We
Yeah.
had like 2 couches.
The
There's
mixing
him there,
boards and
screen. I
shit.
had my booth on the side with the
Yeah.
glass,
Yeah.
and like it was a lot of my Instagram pictures were on there, and like I'm like, this is fucking dope. And like JB was there, and he's like, yo, you want to record something? And at the time, I was writing my music like at home. I'd like finish school. I'd go to work.
Yeah.
My like 5 to 11. I'd go home. I write all my songs there, and then like I'd go to the studio the next day, and like I went there with shit written. So I'd go in the booth, and like he put up the beat, and like that's when I recorded Low Key. I recorded Low Key and On the
Okay.
Move in the same like 2-hour session, or
Okay.
3-hour session, and he freaked out because he's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like 18, and he's like, "You're different, you don't sound the same. Like you don't sound like everyone else. Like
Yeah.
you're very different." And this is like the beginning of my sound, like the pure beginning, and like my sound changed a lot since then. And he's like, he's like, yo, I gotta work with you, like I gotta. He kind of sort of took me under his wing, and he
Yeah.
kind of put me onto that path of like, focus on your sound, build that quality, build music the right way, explore that sound. And he would fucking take me to sessions for like 6-8 hours, and we were just, creating,
That's
pulling
good.
up beats that he felt were my sound, and we were exploring different sounds and
So he
doing
would help
different
you a
things. He changed, like he's a massive part of who I am and the music I make and the strategies I have today. Like he's a man, and to this day, like he's so raw, he's so solid, and he did my whole album with me. We recorded everything with him, everything at Planet. We had massive like 8-hour sessions every day, every week. We were fucking pumping it out. Right now he's mixing it. It's getting mastered, and
What's it
I can't
called?
fucking wait for this.
Or can you not? say it?
I'm not gonna say the name
Okay.
right away. I'm not
Alright.
gonna say the name right away.
Alright.
But I'm so excited for this album, and honestly, I
Pause.
had to take a pause.
Yeah, that water feels
Talking
good
like
right now.
crazy, yeah. But this album, I'll tell you right now, is gonna separate me from everything. It's gonna that's my lane, and that's it. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with every artist, and it's not to say it puts me on top or it puts me on bottom. It puts me on the side, and that's it. It's my lane.
Differentiates you.
That's nobody's making this music. I'll just put that out there. And it's not better than everybody else's music. It's not worse than everybody else's music. It's its own thing.
Heard it here first.
You fuck with it, you fuck with it. You don't fuck with it, it's not your thing. But that's the music that I want to put out, and that's what I feel like, and my team feels like, and everybody that put their work into this is art. That's art of itself, and that's something that we chose to put out because we think that that's a lane that we could take over, and it's a lane
And
of
you're
its
comfortable
own.
with it, basically.
I'm more than comfortable with it.
Okay. Good.
I'm so excited to put it out. Like, I just want to talk about it and
This guy-
talk
this
about
guy
it. Talk
seems
about. I want
amped
to start
as
playing
fuck.
music. Like, I want to start,
I fuck with that.
playing every single song right now, one on one,
I
like just
fuck
the
with that.
mixes.
I really fuck with that. I could tell like you actually like your work. You know what I mean? Which I feel like a lot of artists just want to put out music just to put out music. But I could tell you really fuck with your work, and that's good. You're comfortable with it. It could take you somewhere, and that's really good to hear. Cause it's a refresher. Cause like I said, a lot of artists they'll just put out anything.
It's crazy.
So,
That blows my
I feel
mind.
it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, for sure. But that's a whole other conversation, though.
I've been told, just make this song because of this, and I don't blame the people for telling me
like
this.
trends and shit like
the
that.
people in my team, yeah, 100%. Like, do this because that's popping right now. Like, that's like this sounds good. Like this is what they like. When you do this, they like it.
It's not the
I'm like,
worst
yeah,
advice, though.
I'm like, and
Yeah.
it's not, and that's
Yeah.
why I always take it into account. But
Yeah.
I always look at it like, okay, how can I put my spin on it though? How can I make this different than what everybody around there is doing?
Yeah, exactly. How can you? Exactly.
And that's what I gotta. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing. But I feel like originality is the only thing that keeps people on their toes. What
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck is he
for
gonna
sure.
do next? Because
I
if you're
mean-
always doing the same shit, eventually, like after the first, second, third, fourth time, people see it like, hey, like switch it up. Fifth, sixth, seventh, you're like, hey, this is.
And
this
if
is a bit
everyone
much
else
there.
in the city or everyone else in the world was doing the same exact shit, and every artist was doing the same shit, and they were putting out the same shit over and
crazy.
over again,
Get
then
bored.
you get bored easily, bro, as a listener. But you know what's crazy though? Like those pop songs you hear on the radio all the time and shit.
Yeah.
Like you've been hearing them since like, you were a kid in the radio. I mean, in the car on the radio. all that is like produced by like the same like 3 producers.
Yeah,
use
same
the same
ghostwriters.
chords and shit. Yeah, the same writers. So that I feel like it's kind of like a mental thing, like a psychology thing, where it's not the same thing, but it's very similar.
It always upgrades though. Like
Yeah,
it always
exactly. The
changes in
quality-
its own way, but
exactly.
it keeps that core factor.
It's a recipe, you know.
It's a recipe.
And it makes you feel a certain way, like those chords they use and everything. It makes you feel like happy or whatever, right?
Exactly.
When you're in the car.
When you get tired of a recipe, when the recipe works for so long
Yeah.
and then the recipe starts to fade, you pump the recipe. You make it a different way.
Exactly.
You add a little
But
sugar,
it'll
add a
stay
little
like this like
spice.
forever. I feel like all these pop songs.
As
these
long as
mainstream
you have
songs,
that recipe,
yeah,
it's there.
exactly.
Don't fuck with a recipe, no matter what it is. If it brings
If
you
it's working for
happiness,
you.
if it makes you money, if it works, if it brings you fans, keep that fucking recipe.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why the fuck wouldn't you do it? Like you're stupid. Like straight. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
If you really don't want to do it,
I mean, some
don't
people
do it.
just
But
get
then
bored,
don't complain.
right?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Don't complain if okay, but like how come it's not going as good as because you changed the recipe? You didn't fucking do the recipe. So
You
don't.
fucked up.
You chose to do this.
Yeah.
Could work for the better, could work for the worse. But
Yeah.
don't complain if it doesn't work out. You
Facts.
chose to change it. Nobody
Facts.
told you to change it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I think it'll stay like this forever though, because of what you're saying. It works, right? So,
I made some pop songs for the album.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh
Fuck yeah.
shit. With what type of beats?
That's the thing. Like some
It's
shit.
different.
Like a lot of people, like when I go to a lot of studios and a lot of engineers are there and other rappers, I like to play my music. Like sometimes, like just to see like their spin on it. Like, yo, can we fix something? Can we work on this? Is there something we can add? What do you think? And like a lot of producers who hear my songs, they go like, yo, like what type of fucking beat is this? Like I've never heard this shit in my life.
Is that you?
I think so. People keep calling my phone. Can I answer a FaceTime?
Yeah.
I'm mid-interview right now.
Fucking guy.
Yeah. You there? Okay, I'll call you after the second interview. Okay. Ciao, dog.
You're doing a second interview?
Yeah.
What? Yo, with who?
7:50 after this.
750 what?
MTL.
Fuck, yo. This guy's busy. This busy guy, yo. I'm not
You have to
special.
stay biggie. No. I was fucking excited to come here, bro. I
Yeah?
really fuck with this. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
really fuck with the
appreciate that.
podcast. I fuck with you. This guy's fucking crazy. But
I appreciate that.
what the fuck were we talking about?
You have when you go to studios, people say, what type of beat is this and shit?
Yeah, that's the thing is like my producers, like I put a big like exclamation mark on my producers. Like I fucking love these
What's
guys.
their names?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
100% getting that. I have to shout them out
Yeah.
properly though. You know, I have my fucking right hand main man, Godzilla. You know, he's been with me from the when I started rapping. This guy started making beats. Exact same time.
Same time. That's
Like him
grew
maybe
together.
like a year before me, and like
That's
I
the
worked
way
with
to
him like this, and we both got better at the same time.
That's
So,
the way
like,
to do
we
it.
both forced each other to get better. His beats were getting better, so I'm like, fuck, I gotta rap better. And then
Mm-hmm.
like I started rapping better. He's like, yo, my beats gotta get better. And then like we kept piling
That's
on top
fire.
of each other. It was so like he's the fucking guy. Like
That's the type
he
of
has
shit you
like
want.
all kinds of songs on this album. Like he came
Good.
with the fucking heat this
Good
time.
for him, bro. That's crazy.
And we have Guap, my man. Guap Brazy. He's
God
fucking
Brazy,
crazy.
he's actually fire as fuck.
Crazy kid,
My
bro.
boy
Crazy
Rico was
kid.
telling me about him. He's showing me a couple bits, a couple beats. It's like, Guap, you go Brazy, right?
Yeah,
That's his
I was
tag?
working with the guy when he was like fucking 14,
Nah,
bro.
he's fire as fuck. It's
was like,
his
yo, who the
808s. That's
fuck?
what's different about him. His
Crazy,
808s are
crazy
boom,
guy,
bro. They
crazy
hit.
Guy, crazy guy. I got fucking JT. Shout out JT.
JT, shout out, bro.
JT's beats go fucking crazy too.
Yeah, for real. Crazy
got
guy.
a bunch of diversity. We got I started working with this guy G Cube. He's
Okay.
hot. Yeah. He has
Never
my
heard that
favorite
name.
song in this album. He has my favorite. He produced my favorite song. It's the only different song. It's the only hard rap song in this album. I have
Like
one
trap,
hard
like-
rap, not even trap. Like
Like
but
lyrical rap type shit or what?
I'm always lyrical.
Okay.
Whether it's pop or
That's kind of true.
Any
like,
lane.
Yeah, that's true.
Find a cap in my song. Find one. I promise you. Find one. Anything
A
you pull
cap,
out,
you
I'll
said?
prove it to you. Find a
Okay.
lie in my song, I'll prove it to you.
Okay.
Call one out, I'll prove it to you.
I can't think of any lines.
And
right
that's
now.
why I took out all my
Bad
own
bitch
music.
look like Rihanna.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
I took out all my own music because I was like, yo, like everybody's lying in their songs. Everybody's fucking lying. And I'm like, yo, like I was doing it too at a point. I'm like, What happens when somebody comes up to you and says, "Yo, like,
I would feel embarrassed for
what the
myself.
fuck is 100%,
Bro, if I'm playing
100%?"
people's songs, it's like I'm saying a bunch of random
Yeah,
shit.
I gotta
and I'm playing, yo, what do you
fucking-
think of this song?
No.
I would just be listening to it like, yo, fuck.
Yo,
why
you
did
want
I
to talk
say
about
this,
a
bro?
Rolex? It's good, but show me one.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it with my eyes. If you're gonna talk about it, I want to see it. You know, I like your chain and that you talk about in your song. Show me your chain. You know,
I've heard
show
about
me
it.
your
Can I see
chain.
it?
Where's your car? Where's your fucking car? Where's the Rari that you're talking about?
That's also a whole
Not
different
rented, not
conversation we
rented.
could talk about
But
for
that's it.
hours, bro.
That's it.
That's a big conversation.
And that's why that's still on independent. That's what I focus on. If I'm gonna say something in my song, we own it. Period. That's it.
No rentals.
Fuck that. Fuck nah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Straight up.
Good for
There's
you,
no
bro.
point. There's
I'm
no
happy
point.
to hear that shit.
It's ownership. It's all about ownership in everything you do. And if you're gonna talk about it, you have to own up to what you're gonna say. You know,
Yeah.
if you're okay with talking about things, people want to hear the designer brands. You know, people want to hear the chains. People want to hear the
It's a
Rolexes,
trend.
and that's why it works. You know, that's why the streams come in, and that's why it works. And if it works, like I said, don't fucking change your recipe. It works. But you know, if people are gonna ask you about it in the future, and you know, there's no backing to what you're saying in the songs, there might be an effect in the future. Lil Tecca worked out for him. It worked for Lil
Facts.
Tecca. You know. He was open about it, you know? He
Fake it till you make it type shit.
That's it. And for some people, it works to fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in it.
Yeah.
I just won't do it. I choose not to.
Honestly, though, I think there's like a different type of I don't know, not genre, but like there's some shit that it's like artists are telling a story. You know what I mean? They're talking about like a girl breaking their heart or all this shit, but it's not them. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a story they came
That's
up with in
fine.
their head. I think that's a really cool way to do.
That's
music.
an amazing way.
It's
to
like
do
writing
it.
a book. You know, it's fiction.
Speaker Knockers did it with Rico's story.
Exactly.
You know,
Fucking
Vaughn has a song about that.
Crazy story. Meek Mill did it with I forget the name, but it was like a
Dirk did it.
trilogy. Dirk did it. What was it called?
Yeah, I forgot. I heard it like last weekend.
Yeah, like yo, these people are doing that shit, and I feel like Juice WRLD. There's probably a lot of his songs that were just like,
And
You know what I
that's
mean? Like-
fucking good because there's a
Yeah.
story behind that.
but it's not talking about shit that you want that you don't have yet, right? So it's more about
It's just
real life shit.
even if it's not, just don't lie. Like I just
Yeah.
don't believe in lying in your songs. Like I don't believe in the cap. I
Yeah.
just don't. And yo, that people do it, it's fucking fine. And the problem with what I find is the problem between doing it is because I think long term, you know, and I think that if you have to build up the story so long, you know, if you have to at the beginning, it's fine, you know, you're not doing shows, you're not,
Yeah.
you know, you're not really making appearances, you're not there, you're not at the club, you're not. Some people are not even old enough to be at the club, whatever the case may
A
be.
lot of these artists aren't old enough to be at the club.
Yeah, you start young. I started young.
Exactly.
And then like what happens when you're there, you know, and you're here and you're there, and you know, sometimes you have to borrow it, sometimes you have to rent it, sometimes you have to this. You're spending your money just to live that lifestyle. You're going broke to live the lifestyle that you're rapping about because you're not there yet.
Yo,
That's the problem.
I agree with
Okay?
you, but I heard my bad. Actually, continue.
No,
Sorry.
go.
I saw this like Drake post on Instagram. Like you saw that shit.
I was
eh?
gonna straight up get to that. I
Yeah.
promise you on my life.
I-
That's inspiring.
Yeah,
right?
that's like
But-
kind of
but there's-
crazy.
But there's a problem between doing that and having the work ethic that Drake had at the time.
Yeah.
That you're in the studio every day or whatever it is, and you're still making money, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Right. And at the time, Drake was doing Degrassi or something like that.
Maybe this was even like
Maybe
after
it was
or before. I don't know.
Regardless, he was
Yeah.
making money,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. And 5K a month's a lot of money for a lot of people. That's a lot of money for a lot of people. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't see 5K in a month.
Especially as an artist coming up, you know.
So you're portraying that lifestyle. You know what I mean? But he had a brand to that. You know, he's not just buying chains, this and that to
It's
keep
not
up
short
with
term,
what's
it's
going
long
on in
term.
his music,
Yeah.
this and that. Like this guy, like stood in front of that club with that Rolls Royce every weekend, bumping Drake music because this is OVO.
And this is what it's gonna be like.
and this is what it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
So then everybody started associating OVO, Drake, Rolls Royce, good music, money.
Rich shit.
Money,
bougie
money,
shit.
and that's
Yeah.
that's it, you know, and that's what they wanted to associate the brand with,
Yeah.
and that's what they got. They associated a brand with it,
An image, basically.
an image, until it popped off. And a lot of artists are thinking that, you know, they can just, you know, buy their way into the fame until they have no money to support it. And what are you gonna do? You know, music doesn't pay what people think they pay. People think they have a hit record, boom, $1 million in your
Everybody
bank
gets
account.
paid before the artist.
Man,
The
you
engineer,
don't
the
eat.
videographer,
You don't
the editor,
eat.
the
you don't
producer.
Eat. You don't
Yeah.
eat, and that's why I like being independent because I want to
Yeah.
find like I have a way that everyone eats, and everybody eats. My producers eat, my engineers eat, my partners eat. Everybody eats. That's what YNG is. Everybody's eating. You're all young. You're all gifted. No matter what your talent is,
EBE, everybody eats.
everybody eats. That's the goal, you know, and you can't do it alone. You know, you can't. it's fucking impossible. Like
That goes with a lot of shit in life.
a lot of shit in life.
Most
You need a
things.
fucking team.
You can't have a baby unless you're two people. You know what I mean? Like,
So how you gonna have $1 million? You know, without any help?
yeah. Facts. Speaking facts. You heard it here first, you know? Yo, I'm gonna be saying that shit every podcast, no cap. You heard it here first. I'm gonna try to get the most out of people.
Yeah.
But
This is prime time real shit. Like,
no, yeah, it's facts though. I believe in that too, and I definitely got people helping me, you know what I mean? Whether I show it or not, you know? Like, I got people helping me.
there's always people behind the scenes, you know?
Exactly.
Like, this guy's the most, him and CB are probably the most one-man shows I've ever seen in my life. Like, this guy literally does everything, you know? I just witnessed this from
Yo,
my own
actually, though,
eyes.
shout out. I know my mom watches them. My mom helps me a lot, though. Shout out you, mom.
Shout out Aissa's mom.
She actually helps a lot, but like other than her, you know, I kind of stick to myself with like this shit. But I know
you're
I
not
need
finding
you know?
this guy anywhere. You're not finding what this guy's doing. You know, this guy's doing photography.
I
This guy's
appreciate
doing
that.
studio time. This guy's engineering. This guy's fucking rapping. This guy's doing a podcast. Like,
Actually, I don't rap no more, but yeah.
retired rap career.
Yeah.
You're not finding this shit. You know, you're not finding that shit. And
I appreciate
although
that heavy.
you know he might not need that many people, maybe there's somebody that'll come across that might need him. You know, and they can present him with an opportunity that he might not find anywhere else. You know, and that's what just being in a teamwork skid. You'll never know when an opportunity falls in your lap. Never.
Just never be scared to say like yes to help.
You gotta say
know?
fuck it. You gotta just say fuck it. My biggest mentality is fuck it. That's my fucking mentality, and I learned that from Diddy, and like it sticks to me every single day. The only reason you exceed in life is because at one point you are presented with an opportunity that it allows you to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to make the decision to either say no, I'm gonna stick, or fuck it, let's do it. And that's where your fucking mentality comes in. So if you say fuck it, let's do it, you break that barrier, you break that comfort zone. You say fuck it, you give it a shot. It doesn't work, You're back in your comfort zone. You're back to where you would have been if you didn't say fuck it. Or you say fuck it and you go for it, and it works out. And you don't know where you'll go. It doesn't work out.
You're back to where, like you said, you're back to where you were. You know, it's not that big of a deal.
But you tried. At least you know. So that if that opportunity comes back, you know, maybe, you know, that's not it. You know, I tried it already. It didn't work.
That's true. Yeah.
You gotta just try things in life. Too many people are scared to try things. Everybody thinks they're not good enough. What makes you different from that guy? What the fuck's so different?
That's a whole fucking thing, bro. There's just so many people that are scared to try, which it kind of, it's really sad. But like about the conversation we were having before, it's comfort. You know what I mean? Some people are just too comfortable to
That's the worst
risk
place
it.
to be. The comfort zone is the most dangerous place to be. That's where you stay stagnant.
100%.
Never grow in the comfort zone.
100%.
You know, a lot of people are gonna tell you can't do it before. A lot of people are gonna tell you can't do it every single day of your life until you do it. You know, and then when you do it, you know, if you don't fucking get it, then they're right. You know, at least you tried. But if you do it, it's fuck them.
And if they're telling you can't do it, no matter what, they're gonna be telling you that shit. If you tried and you can't do it, well, they're right. Like, they're gonna keep saying it anyway. But if you did it, they can't. Even if they still say that, they're not right anymore. You know, they're wrong now.
Yeah, they're just right. If you don't do it, they're right. Period. Yeah. And you accept it. You know, you either swallow your pride and that's it, they're right, or you do it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are scared, and it's okay to be scared.
Terrified.
Because people are scared of change. That's the problem. So everybody gets too comfortable. They're scared of change. Change is scary for people, for sure. Change is scary for everybody, you know, but you can't grow without change. Zero. There's no growing without change. Think about it. It's physically impossible to grow without change. Even when you grow as a human, you know, your hands get bigger, your arms get bigger, you start getting fucking, like, puberty happen. Like, you grow, you change. That's just how it works in life. You know, the seasons change, the trees grow, the trees shrink. Like, there's change everywhere. That's how things move forward.
I never really thought about it that big, but it's true. Like, I do think change makes a difference, but I never really thought about it with plants and humans and shit. But it's so true.
Because life is just a bunch of, how can I put this, bro? I'm fucking thinking massively right now. It's a bunch of atoms dig into my brain. It's crazy. It's I can't stop thinking bigger. Think like the world is just a set of patterns, you know? Every single lane has a set of patterns. It's just about attributing those patterns, those messages, what you're doing in life to those fitted things, you know? Like, how can I put this?
I'm curious.
Like your business mindset, you know? Take a business mindset, you know? Take a product.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur, you have a product. You want to sell your product. Okay, you have to get a clientele for that product. You have to find somebody who wants to buy that product. Okay, once you find that market, you find your market.
Target market.
You network it out to that market, okay, and that's where your value comes in. And then people either want it or they don't, you know.
Yeah.
And if you presented it to the market that fits your product the best, it'll sell. That's just basic economics, you know.
And basic economics.
Take music.
Yeah.
Your artist, your music is a product. That's your product. Okay? As a record label, as a team,
or
as the artist, yourself.
Yeah.
Taking your music to account as the product. You find your target market, your area, your lane, your sound.
Yeah.
You network your music there. You make music for that. You make music for that market. You network it to that market. You push it in their face. If they like the music, you know, if the music fits their market, they're gonna buy into the music. Okay, that's how it works.
Back.
Take a boy, for example. Take a guy. He likes a girl. Okay, he wants the girl to like him. Okay, he finds the girl that he likes. That's your target market. He makes himself how he thinks that target market, the girl, would like him. So he presents himself to that girl how he thinks the girl would like him. The girl, if she likes what this guy turned this product into, which is himself, she's going to buy into him and she will like him back. It's the same fucking principle for everything in life, okay? It's the same fucking thing everywhere, okay? Just nobody understands that you just have to apply it to what you're doing. And that's just one aspect of the skill. That's just the entrepreneur. That's just the business side of things. Like there's some for love. There's some for loss. There's some for pain. There's some for healing.
I mean, I feel like some people could understand that. A lot of people could understand that, but a lot of people can't actually apply it though. You know what I mean?
Because a lot of people choose not to.
Yeah. I mean, yo, like you're saying,
you know, I just said it. You know, anybody who hears this has it in front of them, has that information.
Anybody can do what you're doing. Anybody can do what I'm doing. Anybody can do what fucking Bill Gates is doing.
You just choose not to.
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
They feel like they don't know how. They feel like
don't get mad. Don't get mad at me because I'm doing something you're not. Don't get mad at him because he's doing something you choose not to do, even though you could do it. Don't get mad at that guy because he has $1 million because he did something you don't want to do. Why would you get mad? That's the problem. Everybody's hating. Everybody's hating because they don't want to do it themselves.
Hey, yo, before you said the world runs on money and love, I mean money and women, it low-key runs on fucking hate too.
Nah, because this is what you don't understand is hate and love are the same feeling, okay? Hate and love are the exact same feeling, but two complete extremes, two opposites on the scale. They are the exact feeling. You can't hate somebody you never loved. Can you really hate somebody you never loved? Be honest with me. How?
Because like you're saying, hate is everywhere. People hate. Yo, people...
Yeah, but is it really hate? Is it really hate? Are you going to go to the absolute extremes that hate can cause? Are you going to go kill this person because you hate him because he's doing something better?
I think there's a difference between feeling hate towards someone
hate
and hating someone.
You can't hate somebody you never loved.
Hate on someone. Hate on someone.
And everybody you hate... Beyond everybody you hate, anybody who hates somebody, anybody listening to this, think deeply in your heads right now. Everybody you hate, at one point in your life, did you love them? Every person you deeply hate with the core of your heart, with the core of your heart, be honest. Did you ever love them? Because personally, there's nobody you could really hate that you never loved.
I feel like you shouldn't hate, period, though, first of all.
You shouldn't, you know, but there's sometimes in life people fuck you over, people backstab you.
But yo, what I was saying, though, is people will still... Someone who you've never met, someone who's never met you, someone who doesn't know anybody you know, they'll see you doing your thing, and they'll hate on you. They'll talk shit about you. They'll talk shit to you.
That's why I stay away from the internet. There's fucking trolls everywhere.
That's the first point, yeah. But you could also, like, that's, like, maybe it's not that they're hating you, but I'm just saying, they're just being fucking shitty people.
Like, take me away from example, because look, I don't want to sound pretentious. I don't want to sound cocky, because everybody's just gonna say, watch this, and say like, yo, like this guy's saying I'm hating on him.
Okay, like, hating on Drake.
No. Take Drake aside. In general, regardless of who you are, okay, all people are just gonna hate you because you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, and they don't.
But they're low-key jealous.
Because they want to wake up in the morning and do something different. Okay, but they're too scared to go do that different thing. You see, it all comes back to the same thing that we talked about before.
Bro.
They're all linked. And when you realize how linked everything in the world is, fuck yeah, you listen A to Z, rewind it, it'll all come back full circle.
Literally.
Everybody's just gonna hate because they choose not to do it, they can't do it, they're too scared to do it. You know, there's people who are just in positions that, you know, they can't do it, and jealousy just takes over. And jealousy is probably the worst thing to touch.
Jealousy is crazy, bro. But everyone gets it at one point, you know.
You have to. But a lot of people take jealousy and they use it to motivate themselves. You know, they
Yeah.
never show
Yeah,
they never show
exactly.
hate. They're jealous, but you know, they say fuck it. Like he's there, like why can't I be there? Like I'm gonna go there. And then they do it. And the people who do that, props to you because you do it. Good job.
Those are the people that are rich
And then
now.
there's the people that hate, and then they write fuck you, and they feel good about themselves. Because he has it and they don't, and they say fuck you and they feel good.
Hey, yo,
because they
always-
said fuck this guy. If he sees this, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Fuck him.
Bro, I was playing Call of Duty yesterday for like the first time in so long, and I just got like a headset. I put my headset on. I joined a lobby. They're just talking shit about me, bro. I joined in. My name's Ace. Like my gamer tag's Ace. I joined. They're like, yo, fuck you, Ace. What are you doing here, bro? They started fucking calling me names and shit. I'm like, yo, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
like people
Like,
get pleasure from this.
People
you know?
just talk
People get
shit
pleasure.
about you, bro, for no reason. I never met these kids in my life, and the same goes with music. Same goes with business. Same goes with just life in general. People will talk shit, and
How am I gonna hate somebody I never met? Half the people who hate me never met me
Literally,
before.
bro.
Why the fuck do you hate me?
That's
Be
just
honest. Like I
crazy.
don't give a shit. Let me be 1000% clear.
because they love you.
Nah, not even. Regardless, fuck. Come talk to me. Like we'll talk about the weather. Like I'm not here to fucking hate people. Like I have no time for that. You
that
know,
many
like
people
that's
hate
why
you?
I stay away. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe the love's there, maybe the love's not. I know who loves me in my life, and I know who I love in my life. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good.
I care about the people I affect. My music affects people in life in good ways. I care. You know, I'm happy that it affects you good ways. That's why I make music. I make music to change your perspective on things, to see if what I'm going through and what I'm talking about you can relate to and find a deeper meaning in what I'm
Yeah.
talking about and
Yeah.
apply it to your life, you know?
And if
That's why I
not,
don't
then
that's why I don't
listen.
cap in my rap.
Yeah.
Because people take in what I'm going through. A lot of people have come up to me and it's straight up to say, like, people have come up to me and said, like, yo, like, when you said this and this and this, like, bro, I fucking, like, that happened with me and my girl, like, that's fucked up, you know, like, that's fucking, that's crazy that you're talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking felt that when I was smoking the joint, I fucking felt that, you know, and it's crazy, you know, it doesn't really process in my mind right away, but it's like, yo, like, how many more people feel like that? And it's sick to say. And these are people that I don't talk to. These are people that I'm not close with, I'm not friends with. They're just people who
Listen
you
to your
know, came
music.
across and they heard that and they're like,
Yeah.
yo, like that, I did that. I felt that. That hit me right there. And if I can do that to each and every person, like, my job's done. You know?
Yeah.
My job's
That's the
done.
point,
I
right?
put out my emotions and my expressions, and if you can relate to them and they help you cope with something, they help you look at something differently, they help you take it in a different way. I did my job. I'm successful there. I'm good with that.
Facts.
That's why I find the music is just as fucking important
As what?
as like it's just as important as what the lyrics is. Sorry, the lyrics are just
Okay,
as
yeah,
important as the quality of the music you're putting
oh,
out.
yeah, 100%.
My bad.
But yeah, no, that's facts. I mean, you know, not gonna lie, if I hear a song and I'm vibing to it, I don't give a fuck about the lyrics.
100%.
But there's some days where I'm
There's
just
boppers,
listening
bro.
to songs just for the music.
There's
I mean, just
boppers.
for the lyrics.
Like a lot of artists just
Yeah.
make music for people to bop with and club
is
songs, this
fine,
and that,
you
and it's
know?
great.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like I said,
Life
the
runs on that
recipe
shit a little
works. The recipe works. Don't change it. But then when it comes to, you know, artists who like to, you know, people who relate to their shit and they like their music for being able to relate to this and that or grow off of or brand themselves differently and separate themselves. Like 6ix9ine, for example. Look at this guy. Like, Stitch, this and that, this and that. Like, this guy's a brand. It's purple hair,
But
pink rainbows.
The fan base,
This
like,
and that. Fuck the fan base. This guy, it's himself as a product is so unique with the sound, the look. Like he sounds, nobody rapped like him at the beginning. There was nobody rapping like him. Then there was the look. Nobody looked like this fucking guy. Nobody had that hair. Nobody had the fucking tattoos everywhere. So everybody's seeing this guy, like it or not, it's different. So you're
Yeah.
fucking with it. And it's working because everybody likes different. Everybody's like, oh, we're so used to this. What the fuck? Who's this guy? This guy's sick. I'm gonna like
Yeah.
him though.
just because he's different.
Just because he's different, you know? And that's what I focus my music on, is being different than what you're hearing right now. And that's what I think is going to separate artists, is being able to have their own lanes. And there's so many artists in Montreal with their own lanes right now and their own sound, and it's fucking beautiful, you know? It's great. It's so good to see it. I love
growing a
seeing
lot.
it. It's growing so much that when I first started, like, I love to see it because there's so much potential in the city. It's crazy.
100%,
You know?
bro. It's just crazy. Like, it's really
And
a lot
I
of
hope
potential.
the best for everyone. That's what it is, and I hope the best for everyone. I'm trying to do something very soon. Well, we are doing something in January, So I'm hosting a gala
Ooh, shit. What the fuck?
for every artist, engineer, cameraman, videographer, producer.
Like a creative person, basically?
Bigger than that. It's
Okay.
gonna be a fundraiser behind it, a giveaway, like a big raffle.
Where is this going to be held at?
It's a big hall,
Okay.
suit and tie event. Every rapper, every artist, every producer, every engineer, every team member everybody's gonna get a formal invitation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and this is my attempt at saying, listen, guys, we're all here. You know, like everybody's here, there, this, dude.
We're
that,
in the same
making music,
city.
that. We're all here. Like,
Yeah.
come in this room, talk. Just talk. Get together, meet, create relationships, become friends, create business, you know, create opportunities, explore sounds, explore markets, explore networking, explore. My whole goal is to just create one big light. Like in Montreal right now, we have all kinds of lights. There's a light here, a light there, a light there, a light there, a light there, a light there. He's doing music there, he's doing music there. Nobody wants to work
You
together.
want to create
Everybody.
You want to create
A
the sun.
fucking beam, bro.
Yeah.
A fucking beam right there
Yeah.
in the middle where everybody's just together. And now everybody's gonna be, you know, taking videos of this. Everybody's gonna be like Instagramming each other. Everybody's gonna be there with networks, and everybody's gonna see a bunch of people come together. You're gonna see Montreal unite. You know,
That's a night I do not want to miss out on. That's a crazy idea. I've never heard anything like that. At least with hip hop and shit like that, and just this kind of the
that's
industry
it.
I'm
You
in.
know, and
in
it brings
Montreal.
that professionalism too, like that suit and tie aspect. That like to
Yeah.
say that, listen, we're not just here to fuck around. You know, like we make music here. Like we have a base here of creators, of entertainers, of people of all talents, and we have a purpose. You know, like let's come show these guys that we're not here to fuck around. You know, we're here for business. We're here
We're all
to grow
allies
up.
too,
We're all
right?
fucking together.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to go against each other. Like, yo, I don't do bad. Like, we're all here competing with the same fucking city. Like, yo, why are you competing with the guy that lives 14 minutes away from your house, bro? Start competing with the guy that just got nominated for a Grammy, bro. Start trying to compete
Facts.
with him, bro. Why are you competing with the guy that lives 4 streets down your house?
Facts.
You know, why are you competing with the guy that lives 30 minutes away? Why you compete? You guys are all from here. Okay, you're all from the same fucking place. You're all doing this for Montreal for the same fucking reason. You know, and it's hard to get everyone together. You know, a lot of people are scared to reach out. A lot of people don't answer. A lot of people have ego. A lot of people this, a lot of people that. So here's a night. Here's an opportunity for all the artists, all the fucking engineers, all the entertainers, all the cameramen, all the videographers, all the media, all the podcast stations, all the news people,
Label
all
people and shit.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
We're bringing press down. We're flying press down. Us and our team are flying press out.
Oh,
Not
press.
out. We're bringing
Press,
press down. Yes,
okay.
to fucking put all of this on the media.
Okay.
And this is an event. This is on the table. It's an opportunity. You know what I mean? Every artist, every engineer, make sure we're gonna get everybody. Everybody's
Yo.
gonna get an opportunity to come to this. So you're all
Have
gonna
you
get
talked
an
about
invite.
this before?
No.
You heard it here first, motherfuckers. Yo, listen to this shit. That's
Okay?
crazy.
So you choose to come. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But don't say you didn't miss out. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't get a connection, you don't advance or something. If this advances people's career because they build relationships they would have never had, you know, there's gonna be good food, there's gonna be good this, good that. I'm gonna make sure to take care of everyone because this is a night where I want people to understand that we're here together. That's it. We're all one.
This is in January, you said?
Yeah.
February? Okay.
January.
2022. I bet.
Start off the new year right. The whole city should come together for the new year.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
actually
I
really happy with how Montreal. I think Montreal's connecting a lot more than it was before. You know what I mean?
Here's the shot. Here's the chance. Here's your Willy Wonka golden ticket to prove it. You know what I mean?
How many people are you thinking of having at this event?
200,
200, okay,
300.
or more.
I can't make it too public, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
then just anybody's gonna come
Oh,
to this
facts
thing.
for sure.
No.
Yeah,
like,
no plus ones.
You gotta
and
be
shit,
serious
just
about your
You're
shit.
inviting one person and they can have no plus ones type shit, right?
No. There's gonna be plus
Okay.
one. You bring your team. If
Okay.
you're an artist, you come with your team. You're a camera guy, you come with your crew. You're a
Okay,
videographer, you come
that's
with your crew. You're a media, you come with your whole team. Even the guy fucking fixing the mic behind the scenes, you come with everyone.
That's cool.
You come with your team. This is your chance for your team, your people, everyone you're talking to, your whole label, everyone involved around you to network. This is your chance. This is it. To meet everyone you want to meet. That's it. If anybody that can attribute to your game, anybody, no matter what, and everybody can feed off each other with growth, and at the end of the day, like, look at it, you're all fucking working together. Who's stopping everyone? Who's gonna stop it? If everyone in the city comes together that's in this market, in this area,
No
who's
one
stopping
can.
it? You can't. It's physically impossible because every eye is just gonna be there. Every fan base, every network, every media, every fucking follower that you guys fucking have is gonna be eyes on everyone who's there. It's Montreal. That's the city, and they're gonna start associating you guys to the city, and that's the goal. You want to be associated to the city, so when that city comes up in fucking Brazil, when this guy took a vacation, you know, your fucking name's the first thing he's thinking of. Oh yeah, but this song it's just you gotta associate yourself to something bigger than just a song. You know, and for
It's a
me it's the
brand.
brand.
Exactly.
Now start giving a platform to people. Montreal is your fucking brand. Like this is yourself in Montreal. Like that's your brand. This is your city. Like start fucking coming together. Start working together. And this is your chance. Yeah, there's the opportunity.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's there.
That's actually fucking
That's
crazy.
me talking about it. You'll probably see a clip of this on Instagram. There's your chance. Everybody you're gonna all get an invite. Everybody's gonna get a formal, either an email or probably an email, and that's it.
I actually never heard about this in my life, bro.
There's your
In
opportunity.
Montreal like that, that's crazy. But
And it's gonna be yearly.
yearly. Okay, so how come you chose this year to do it for the first time?
Cause I'm in a position to do it.
Okay. Yeah, how long you been thinking about this though? A while.
But yeah, not too long. You know what I mean? Like I'd say 7 months.
Good for you though, bro. Like, I fuck with that, bringing people together. You know what I mean?
It's the goal.
You're
You
not
have
at
to.
competition with anyone. You know. I
No,
mean,
you
you
can't.
are, and like everyone's trying to get to a certain point.
But like
it's
that's what nobody understands is what's that
Yeah.
point? You know, like there's not
Yeah.
one spot.
Exactly.
Like what the fuck do we
There's
think? There's
space
just
for
one little
everyone,
gap
bro.
right here in Montreal. Like just one little
Hey,
guy can go there. Like
That's why I wanted to make a point, like having JT for the first episode of my podcast.
Mhm.
I low-key wanted to make a point with that because he's another engineer, you know.
yeah, bro. Like it's fucking out of the.
we've shared some of our clients, you know, which we talked about, and it's like I wanted to make a point that anyone in the city should think like this. They should think, yo, instead of being at like let's say I'm a videographer, let's say I'm an engineer, let's say I'm an artist. Instead of being at competition with the next artist, with the next engineer, with the next photographer, whatever, why don't we help each other out?
You
Why don't
have
we
to.
help each other grow? Not share clients, but like, yo, I'm busy. I'm gonna send my clients to JT. JT's busy. He's gonna send his clients to me. You know, it's like
See how much faster you both would grow if you do that.
exactly. If you're an artist, you do
And that
features.
applies with
people,
fucking
you know?
anything. You
Yeah,
know
literally,
what I mean?
bro,
Like,
just help each
anybody
other,
who's doing
you know?
what you're doing, like yo, work with each other, expand your clientele, expand your network, expand, grow.
It's the most
always
simple
about
thing
growth.
ever.
But like it's simple, you know, but no one does it. No, you would think how fucking simple is it that no one's doing this? How fucking simple can it be? Like
Trust me.
how much ABCs do you have to fucking spell out before somebody can think about doing it? You'd be so surprised. Nobody just
How
wants
much
to do it.
ABCs, yeah.
Like it's fucking rocket science they're dealing with. Like no, it's really not. It's really just do it.
Yeah.
Stop talking about just do it. You know, I don't
Nike.
like what the fuck am I gonna post anymore? Like I'm not gonna post any more things on social media talking about this, I'm just gonna do it. And when it's there, and I'm gonna post it when it's there. And I did it.
Facts.
You know, I'll never have a Rolex in a video until I buy myself my Rolex.
Hey yo, speaking of
Period.
videos though, that the fucking too much video, crazy.
Yeah,
that ended up really nice,
That
bro.
was so fun to shoot. That
No,
was
no
so
cap.
fun to shoot.
I was
Yeah.
only there for like the first like fucking 2 hours, whatever. But like the rest of the video,
Oh,
I
it
wish
was
I was there
crazy.
too, cause like that shit looked crazy.
It was cold that night. I'll be honest with you. In
I
the
bet.
forest, it was
Looked
cold. But
fucking
CB
cold.
killed it. Everybody killed it. Shire
Yo, if
killed it.
you didn't watch
killed
that,
it.
go
Everybody
watch
killed
that.
It. Go
It-
check that out. It
Too
was a
much.
crazy
Jay
video.
Shire featuring YNG Travs, Young Travs.
Yours truly.
But yeah, that shit was insane.
Crazy video.
CB killed it.
CB's a fucking wizard when it comes
Genius,
to videos.
bro. I seen his little notebook, bro. Like I don't know if he talks about that, but his notebook, that shit's crazy.
Like yeah, we have something coming right now.
Yeah?
Like it's some like there's another like you've never seen it before. Like I promise you on your life, like you've never seen this shit before. Like a lot of my videos are some never seen this shit before.
Yo,
videos.
there was a song on your Instagram. I heard the snippet you did on your vacation, or whatever.
Yeah,
I forget what the line was. I was listening to it today.
with CB and the JB.
Yeah,
double
that's what it was. Yeah, exactly. You're like call up JB, whatever, record a song, and call up CBC if he's ready. Some
The
shit
way
like
I
that.
break a beat, I need JB to fix the 808, and then I call CB. I hope he free because we gonna film today.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was
Yeah.
fire, yo. I was
That's
like,
on the
damn.
album. That song's definitely on the album.
What's it called? Ah, yo, I'm gonna stop asking those types of questions.
Don't worry about
Actually, yo, I'm gonna ask you 2 more questions about the album though.
Go
I don't know if you can answer them or not.
for it.
do you have a release month?
January.
January 2022. And do you have the number? Can you say the number of tracks that are gonna be on the album?
11.
You heard it here first, motherfuckers. Nice. That's blessed. All right.
Yeah, we gave a little bit of stock on this one. There's a little bit of ammunition. It's like my first real album, like my
That's gonna
first
be a good
real studio
album.
album.
It's.
I'm
Are you
fucking
considering
excited.
it an album or an EP?
Nah, this is an album.
Studio album.
Like
First
I'm gonna
studio
treat
album.
it like album. Like this shit's getting.
Have you released an EP before?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have one EP out right now,
Okay.
and then this is gonna be my album. But like, it's gonna be so funny for me. Like I've been listening to this album right for like the longest time now because we've been working at it for fucking so long.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I know these songs in and out, front to back. Like I know these songs like the back of my fucking hand, and like I'm about to, like when it comes out, I'm about to show it to the world. You know, who's never seen it before. You know, who's never heard this style of music from me before. Who's never heard these things before. Who never heard this quality of music before. And it's like, I hope it has the same effect that it has on me. You know, like I look back at everything I have out right now, and I'm like, what the fuck was I like? What the fuck? Like,
Do you
this boss shit. Like,
at that point do you
bossed
delete
up.
that shit or not?
Nah, because my music that I have out, I like the music I have out
Okay.
right now. You know, I'm happy with it, and you know they did well, and I'm very happy with the feedback and everything on them. And you know, a lot of people love these fucking songs. A lot of people got mad when I took out all my old music. A lot of people got mad.
So you have deleted shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Like a lot of shit. And then like, because I feel like that's me. You know, this is what people are gonna see when they go on my page. This is the music that they're gonna reflect on. And back then I'm rapping about shit that I didn't fuck with. You know, that's fake. This and that. The whole fucking media standard there. You know, I don't want that shit. You know, I want my music to reflect who I am. My music is me. So now on my page, like everything that's gonna be on my on my discography is
Yeah.
all me. That's all the shit that I put out. That's me. Everything behind each song is me. That's my fucking music that, you know, I put behind it, and then my team around me. And well, I should say it's our music, bro. Straight up. I meant my as in the aspect as in like this is what I want to release.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you're like.
But my
you're
team and
liking-
everybody put our vision together, and like each fucking song handcrafted. Like this is
Yeah.
the shit. Like this is the shit. And I think this is gonna be people like opening their eyes to like me not being just there to be in the crowd. Like this is me being different. Like this is my fucking lane. This is my own different lane. Like this is our shit.
Good for you, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, I have two questions for you. Who's
for
your favorite feature that you've like who's the favorite my bad. Who's the best artist you've collaborated with? What's your best collaboration? Your favorite feature?
Okay, my favorite one was probably my boy in Italy.
What's his name?
Mirki.
Midiki?
Yeah, MRKI.
Okay, I never heard that name. I'm gonna
Yeah,
listen to that though. What's the
He's
song called?
fucking top. It's not out. He took it out, but I collaborate. Like,
What's your favorite feature that's out?
Oh, that's out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. Thank you for answering the question, but just so people can go listen to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, like it's hard to say. I love Too Much with Shry. Like I love my verse.
Fire
I
song.
really love my verse in that. Like, are we talking about like my verse or a general song?
Whether it's a song that you put out or a song that the artist put out, the other artist, it's just
I don't have many
collaboration.
features. I don't have many features on my fucking page. to
No,
be
I know
honest
that,
with
yeah.
you. I have a banger with Riz out on one
Rizzo?
of his old albums. No, Kid Riz on one of his
Oh,
old
okay.
albums.
Okay.
Honestly, Guaca was probably like it was just like a
Yo.
big set stone for a song for me and
I think
like
that's
for
one of the
Rose
first
and for
songs
Riz.
I heard from you.
That's a lot of people's first songs there for me. We fucking promoted that song the most like grindy way.
This was like 2 years ago though, 3 years ago.
yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
we made
Yeah.
that song at Riz's home studio. We all went there and like this was like my like Callum set this the fuck up. Shout out to
Okay.
Callum. Because he knew Riz, he knew Rose, and he knew me. And he was working with me, and like he's like, "Yo, like I'll put you guys together." Like,
What does
let's-
Callum do? Is he your manager or something?
No. There's no managers.
Okay.
That's the thing. Is we're all bosses. Period. We're all partners.
I fuck with
We're all
that.
for one goal. There's no manager. There's no guy on top of anybody. It's just we're all there for that one common goal. We're all bosses.
I
Period.
fuck with the heavy.
You have to be. And so then he said that out. We went to Riz's house and we're like, "Yo, let's make like a Latin catchy ass fucking song. It's summertime coming up. Let's play shit in the clubs." Found the beat, did our fucking thing, and like, you know, when it was coming out, like we fucking DM'd everyone, like all of him, his people, our people, rolls his people. Everybody got a DM saying Guac is coming out, Guac is coming out, Guac is coming out. Get ready, get ready. And then when it came out, we did the same fucking thing. Guac came out, Guac came out, Guac came out. This and that, this and that. Started playing in the
Nice.
clubs. Started playing at Terrace. Started playing at somewhere. Started playing like a bit everywhere. We're like, yo, like this is retarded, you know. And that was the first time I heard my music in the fucking club. I was like, holy shit. You know, I heard my fucking
It's
voice like at
different,
the
right?
club. And I was freaking the fuck out. I was freaking the fuck out. I'm like, yo, like at the point, I'm like, yo, we made it, we made it. Like this is fucking crazy. Like holy shit, I've never done this before. You know,
That's
and
crazy. That must have been a crazy feeling.
that was very crazy. It was
Yeah.
fucking humbling. You know what I mean? Like I worked for this. Like I put my time into this. I did this, and like
See, I
it
fuck with how
paid
you said that
off.
was humbling. A lot of people would say, like would look at it like, yeah, like that's crazy. I'm the man now, but you looked at it as humbling.
Nah, I
That's
wanted
fire.
more. I wanted more.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it
Yeah.
humbled me to the point where it's like, okay, I did this. I fucking love this. You know this. I worked for this, and I'm happy I worked for this. Okay, let's move on now. You know, I'm happy with this, and I'm grateful.
Right.
I'm grateful for this fucking experience. Like, how can I step this up? You know, and that kept being the mentality throughout my whole career. Is just how can I step this up? How can I step this up? How can I do better than I did last time? And that's what the reason I've kept at an incline and pace, and what I like to believe is growing as a person, growing as an artist, growing my
Growing in
career, growing
general.
my brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all fucking mentality, man. Your mind is so crazily powerful. It could take over anything you're doing. If you put your mind to something, man, and when I say put your mind to it, I mean like, you know, don't just like crash 2-3 hours, you know, thinking hard, like, oh yeah, I did good. I got an idea today, and then like, you know, chilling. Tomorrow I'll do it there. Like no, if you put your fucking mind, you find the absolute recipe, you do it, you to the fullest of your extent, consistently, every day, to the fullest of your capabilities, to the point where you have no choice but to make it now, because if you just stopped, you'd waste your life. Like, it'll come.
Yeah.
I promise you. It'll
Like there's
come.
like do it
I
like there's no tomorrow
fucking
every day.
promise you it'll come. And if it doesn't come, you gave it your fucking best, and you have to just know when to call it quits. And maybe you know you would have made it the next year, but you called it quits before. You know that's just a loss you have to take.
Yeah.
You know, you make your decisions in life.
Facts.
You choose your path. So many people try to tell you that this is the right way. This is the right way. You choose. You know, you'll never know unless
No,
you
that's
try.
for sure though. Like you choose your own destiny, I guess. You know, you hear that everywhere, but it's true.
Yeah,
You know, like
it's
you
fucking true for real.
you create your own destiny, whatever. You create your own legacy. You do all this shit for yourself or your team, you know. But yo, who's an artist you want to work with? Who's an artist you want to have a feature with, or maybe even for that matter, you know,
Like
anything
in general,
in general, like maybe make a video with, you
Jack
know,
Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that actually, but
He's
yeah,
different.
he's fire.
I'm not gonna say Drake. You know, anybody who makes a song with Drake, you're making it. Period. It's the Drake effect. You know, you stop
It's
it.
like the
Same thing
butterfly
with
effect.
Kanye West. Same thing with like bro, like these
Lil
big,
Baby or
big,
some
big, big.
shit.
Let's talk realistic here. Like you know, like
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. He's fucking good. You know, he's different. Like I said, I like that different. I was making music like Jack.
That's crazy. Oh shit. I don't listen to him too often, but it's true. He's really different, and that's I
That's
think
what
that's
separates him.
refreshing, you know.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every day you see a guy from Kentucky, you know, start, you know, rapping and like bar
Yeah.
for bar. He's hard, you know, and you know, he has that whole image there. He's the
He's
little
funny
ladies
as
man.
fuck.
He's funny as fuck.
Bro, he's funny as
You know,
hell.
and his comedy sort of gets his male side of fans, and
Yeah.
his whatever it is gets the ladies to like, you know what I mean. He gets
Exactly.
both sides of the scale, and he's good
Any
at it.
age too.
He's fucking good at it, and he's good at what he does, and that's why I like to work with. I'd see if I could learn things.
100%.
You know, and I'd like to take it to what I account to what account. You know, I'd like to just observe. Like I said, I like to observe people. I'd like to see what his aura is, how he presents himself, how he is when he walks into a room, and that goes for a lot of people. Like I'd like to see how people present themselves when they walk through. Is it all a show? Is it all a
Facts.
front?
Yo, actually, this artist I work with a lot, he was telling me when he was opening up for Uzi, and this was like when Uzi was like, you know, what do you want? It was around that time, around Love Is Rage and shit. So he was like, not as big as he is now, and I don't know the whole story, so I'm not even gonna say it. But basically, he was just saying how like Uzi, like, he wasn't even like a boss at that time. He wasn't even that big or whatever. He wasn't even like all that, and he acted like he was all that, and like he made everyone fucking move for him when he was walking through a room, you know what I mean? He would be the front and center while everyone was on the side, just like letting him pass through and shit. He would talk when he wants to, you know, he would make people sit there, make people shut the fuck up when he wanted them to and shit. And like, I feel like as an artist, you can learn a lot from these people like that. Like maybe that's not like the nicest thing, you know, like what he was saying, what he was doing and shit, but like he just wanted to prove
Sometimes,
to
you
everyone
know,
that he's a boss, you know,
listen,
like
well, you know what? Sometimes a lot of people need leadership. A lot of
yeah,
people, you know, a lot of
you
people are
need
capable of doing things, but
yeah,
they just need that push, and it's okay to give them that push.
yeah,
But that's you have to learn where to separate a leader and a boss. You know, a boss is
exactly.
somebody who just is gonna make you do
Oh,
anything
facts,
regardless.
yo, facts.
You know, anybody a boss is just gonna yell at you to do something. You know what I mean? Because it benefits them.
Yeah,
You know. But a leader's gonna show you how to do it the right way,
yeah,
so that you won't have to keep yelling at you or keep being on your ass. That a
yeah,
leader's gonna show you how to get it the right way, and that's what separates the right people to stick with, the wrong people to stick with. You know, it's okay to have somebody telling you things are better this way or things can go better this way. You know, that's someone looking out for you. That's someone guiding you.
facts.
A lot of people look at that negatively. You know, a lot of people can't take that criticism, and it's fucked up, because like criticism is like the biggest thing that some people should take into account, because it's
It's
not all
mad
negative,
important.
This is just how a different person sees you.
Or
You
even
know?
if they do say it in a negative way, turn that shit into a positive, you know?
Yeah, you can't take everything that people say, whether it's hated or not, like into account. You can't, like, if you do that, you're gonna change yourself for everybody, you know. And you're
Facts.
not. Who the fuck are you then? You're not really yourself. But if some people don't like certain things, you have to think maybe I shouldn't present myself like that. Maybe I shouldn't do this. You have to really think about what you're doing. And people really don't put time into how they portray themselves and effort into how they portray themselves and how they present themselves, because they don't think it's important.
It
It's
really
fucking
is, though.
everything. It's everything. The first 5 seconds somebody meets you, they judge you right away.
People
Instantly.
assume so much shit about you.
Instantly. The first 5 seconds they meet you. The first five seconds you start talking, you're judged. I bet you my life.
Yeah.
People make their decision right there.
It's
If you're
human
going for a
nature.
deal, any conversation, any argument, any conversation, the first 5 seconds with a person that you start talking, you're scanned. That's it. You're locked. Don't fuck it up. You know? A lot of people
Facts.
fuck it up. A lot of people don't give a fuck. A lot of people present themselves like they don't give a fuck, and they think that that's what it is. Like, I'm the boss. I do what I want. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll tell you to do that. People see that. A lot of people won't say it, but people see that. Am I
Yeah.
guilty? Have I done that in the past? For sure, and I changed. I hope, I'm happy to say I changed. Like it's not a right way to do it. A lot of people have done that thing where they feel like they need to be in control because they have the vision, they have the idea. A lot of people have common ideas. They may be a bit different, but that end goal's sort of there. And
Yeah.
you have to be willing to explore their ideas too and take them into account. You'll
Yeah.
never succeed, just based on your idea. If you have the recipe, and your recipe works, then that guy has to understand that maybe your recipe works better than his. And he has to think that your ideas might be better. So maybe he should listen to you sometimes.
And not everybody's recipe works for everybody. But yo, who's an artist you want to work with in Montreal though? Like an artist you haven't worked with in Montreal, who you think is fire or whatever, you fuck with them, whether you've met them or not. Someone you want to work
I'll
with.
give you two.
Okay.
Two different reasons. Nate Husser,
Okay.
he's different as fuck. He's fucking different. And Skyfall's. Skyfall's like my top there. Like, this guy's fucking sick. Like, his Jamaican sound, his
Skyfall's crazy.
so
Shout out
different,
Skyfall.
so different. And like, I hear his music, and it's not just like, it's not just songs. It's not the dick right either. It just props. The guy's making great fucking music. Like, I'm gonna show my love to where it's.
And you know what it is? It's so fucking different, bro. Well, this whole conversation we're having, different music, different people, whatever.
And that's why he succeeds.
Yeah, his shit is
Because
so
he
different.
found this sound. That's his
Yeah.
fucking sound, and he kills it, and he mastered that song,
Yeah.
and he does it to the best of his abilities, and that's why he succeeds in that fucking lane.
And the thing is, I never even heard of him, heard his name or nothing, until like a lot of my boys, which I found out later, a lot of my friends knew him like personally and shit, which I didn't know.
I know someone
but-
who knows him personally. Like,
Yeah,
one
like,
of my
he-
boys knows him personally. That's how he put me on. He's like, yo, you gotta listen to my boy.
I mean, I just saw
Like,
him on
he's fucking
Instagram.
good.
Like he's from here actually. He's from DG, but I never heard of him, whatever. But I hear his song Ting Ton Up, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like I just saw it on Instagram. I forget where it was, but like it popped up on my Instagram, even though he's literally from my neighborhood, And
That's what
and that's what
networking
shows
is,
that
bro.
yeah, but it just shows that like he mastered his sound before everyone else heard his shit. He knew that he needed to master that shit. So that first impression is like, yo, you're fire, you're crazy. I'm gonna keep following you. I'm gonna keep listening to you, And like I was saying before, a lot of people just put out songs that they think are good or that they know is not good, but they just want to put out music, and that'll fuck you over. Like you said, the
Long
first
term.
5 seconds you meet someone, they'll judge you.
It's everything.
The first song someone hears from you, bro, they'll judge you so
everything.
hard.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like even my podcast, if my first episode was trash, bro, I would never get another view in my life. And if my first fucking song that I mixed was trash and the artist put it out,
Probably wouldn't get another artist in your
probably
life.
wouldn't get another client, bro.
Maybe you
Like,
would, you know what I mean?
yeah, maybe.
But like,
But
you never know.
Yeah.
Chances are, like, you know,
it's first impressions matter, bro.
Your credibility is gonna go down.
Exactly, your credibility.
Credibility is everything.
Yeah, you gotta let people know that if they know you do some shit, you gotta let them know that you're the best.
Why should I do it with you? What makes you better than him?
Exactly.
You know, that's what credibility is. Why should I listen to you, not him? Why should I pick you, not him?
Literally.
Or her.
Like you guys are the same price. Why should I go to him? You know.
Yeah.
And that's why you gotta anything you do, you gotta work your hardest. You gotta make sure that you show people that you're working hard. Don't, like we said before, don't tell them, show them.
Show them.
Let them know. But yeah.
Too many people wasting time.
You said
Blows
what?
my mind. Too many people are wasting time.
What do you mean? In life?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, shit,
Crazy.
it's life. People keep wasting time, you know what I mean? Doing anything.
But don't complain. You know, don't waste time and then complain.
You chose this.
That's it.
You know? Yeah.
Such a pungent fact. I just had to say it. Like, it was just on my head. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to say that.
Don't complain.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, trust. I think. You think that's
But I think
that's
we
good
covered
right there?
the biggest topics. Like,
Hey, you know what I realized halfway through though? My intro was like, "Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Bace, whatever." Where we talk about life, music, and business. But we covered all that shit. We covered
Everything.
life, like deep life shit. We covered music, heavy, and we
Yeah.
covered business, heavy. So I actually fuck with that because
It's all connected.
Yo.
They're all connected, my friends. They're all connected.
life really is all connected though.
Life is the base. The base is life, right? Everything that comes out of it, whether it's your music, whether it's business, whether it's happiness, whether it's love, whether it's failure, it's all the same.
Facts.
It all comes from the same messages.
And that's why though.
Why?
Well, actually, I don't know if this is why, but it's because everybody is connected. You know, it like whether I don't believe in God or whatever, but
Okay.
yeah, it supposedly started. Well, it kind of had to start with two people, right?
Okay.
So it's like, yo, we all come from the same fucking two people that reproduced, and that's why we're all connected. We all think the same somewhat. You know, some of us are thinking
we're all humans,
bigger
you
and
know?
shit. We're all humans, bro.
Before I dropped out of school, I was very heavy on this class called States of Nature, and like this taught me,
States of
like,
Nature.
Yeah, and
Okay.
this class, shout out to this guy, but he taught me, like, you know, like I never used to fucking listen in class. Like I didn't fuck with school. I did really well in school just because I applied my brain, but like I didn't fucking listen in class.
Yeah.
I just found ways to do good. Whether it was fucking cheating in a test, whether it was fucking finding the answers on Google and memorizing it the night before. I found ways to do good because that was my goal. My mentality was just succeed. No matter how I did, I succeeded. Okay, so I did good in school, and this guy taught me. You know, it's probably the only thing I learned in fucking college. Like, humans are all a base. There's a base to every human, and we're all animalistic. At the end of the day, our basic goal is survival.
Yeah.
So when it really comes down to it, and when I say really, I mean down to it, like nothing else as an option, a human will choose to survive. Whether it's making money, whether it's living, whether it's their happiness, whatever that case may be, it always comes down to your basic animalistic instincts to survive, your human instincts to survive. So,
I've never heard more facts.
So we're all connected in that sense. So whether it's love, whether it's happiness, whether it's loss, whether it's business, whether it's music, whether it's you want to be a fucking chef, your goal is to succeed. Your goal is to survive. Your goal is
Yeah.
to outdo the rest of the pack, outdo the people, you know, in competition with you. That's what it is. It's survival. You know, whether it's to outcook that chef, whether it's to outdo that artist, it always comes down to wanting more and doing better and surviving. It's big talk. Like it's
Fight or flight type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, fight or flight type shit. In a sense.
No, actually, yeah, not really. Nah. But yo, literally though.
Like, yeah,
It's
you
the
run
same with
away or
cats,
you
too.
survive. Like, that's it. It's fight or flight. Low key, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
you either fight to survive,
Or you choose.
like your basic instincts,
Yeah.
or you know, you don't
I
fucking
heard
fight.
a story though too. Not a story. I just saw this on Instagram. Actually, I don't even know if it's true or not, but it makes sense to me. If you put, like, you know, if let's say you have a cat, right? Your cat will love you to death, bro. Like, your cat loves you, and you put you and that cat in like a cave or in like a room for days at a time. No food, no water, no light, nothing. Just you and the cat. That cat, when it gets hungry, after a couple of days and shit, they'll try their best to fucking eat you.
Yeah, you're gonna eat the cat too.
Kill
bro.
you and eat you.
You eat the
Yeah,
cat
exactly.
too. Bro, I eat the cat. Like,
Exactly.
It's not to say anything, but listen, like if
You go crazy.
It's me between a cat there. I'm not gonna fucking put I fucking love animal in fact, like, let's be realistic. Everybody's so scared to be realistic. Like, you're eating the fucking cat.
It's
Like,
survival, bro.
survival. You're surviving.
Your
That's our
main thing in
instinct
life
as a
is to
human.
survive.
You're surviving. The people that don't, you die, and that's the problem. Is that some people, they don't have it in them to survive, and that's why they don't survive, because they choose not to.
Facts.
Anybody can make the choice, yes or no. Survive, die, this, that. Anybody can make that choice. It's just doing it. Can you put what you believe in aside to? Sorry, can you put what you believe in aside to survive?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. You can eat that cat.
Your morals and all that shit.
You eating that fucking
right to the side.
Are you gonna eat that cat? Are you gonna let the cat eat you? Because you don't want to hurt an animal.
Yo.
I know he's gonna hurt you.
Even if you know that cat for 10 years, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's even better way to fucking finish out this podcast. Are you gonna eat a cat? Comment down below, bro.
Would you eat the cat?
Yo, that's crazy.
Are you surviving?
Exactly. And then go make millions of dollars and have a song with Drake.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
$1 million.
Exactly.
More.
The trillion. 12-figure estate plan. That was the escape plan. I love that song. But yo, thank you for watching though. Yo, thank you for fucking coming on, bro. You're interesting as fuck.
Bro.
I fuck with your mentality.
I appreciate that.
Your mentality on life, not even just as an artist or whatever, but just life, your philosophies and shit. I fuck with that.
Thank you.
And you're nice too, I fuck with nice people.
Yeah, what the fuck? What's up with people being mean, bro?
Haters,
fuck you guys.
bro. That shit's crazy.
Don't be a piece of shit.
Come on now.
Be nice.
Be nice. Subscribe to this fucking
Subscribe
YouTube
to the
channel.
fucking channel.
If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, follow, download the episodes.
Keep listening while you're doing that.
Exactly, yo.
If you made it this far, extremely do it.
Yo, extremely.
I don't know why you didn't do it already.
Click the links.
Second you heard it.
Follow his Instagram. Follow my Instagram.
Everyone's Instagram. I don't post, but maybe I'll start posting when I drop the album.
Maybe look out for that
You'll see some
January.
crazy shit.
Watch your email for a fucking gala invite.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you want to book a session with me, hit me up. Instagram, website, link in bio.
Everything. He does it all.
Exactly. Or a photo shoot,
Everything.
I'll see you guys next episode, next Wednesday. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great night. Peace.
Peace.